pleasure for me and my husband, who helps me today, to share the experience of Sahaja meditation with all of you. Actually, I feel much of joy, and I suppose, I hope it will be possible to increase this joy for us all together. Okay? Let's- So, uh, this the question of today's session is Agnya Chakra. As you know, there is a subtle system. Everybody has a subtle system with 3 channels and 7 main energical centers, chakras. Okay, and you have studied about 5 of them or 6, 6 I suppose. And today is the next one. It's Agnya chakra that is situated on our forehead center here. And this is very special and very multifaceted aspect, I would say. Why? The fact is that it's very complex chakra. First of all, you know that chakra is like a wheel, yes? Current wheel, and the Agni chakra special is very, very wise, okay? And for Kundalini, it's a big task to penetrate through this center. Why so? Because of our thoughts. Agni chakra is a place of our thoughts, of our intellect, of our brain, and our brain is very, very complex organism. Okay, behind our mental activity, we have also ego and super ego. What are they? What are them? Let's see. You see that our left channel is going up to Agni chakra, and here it crosses our forehead to another side, okay, from the left side to the right one. And the right channel is the same. It goes up to Agni center and crosses it to another side, to the left one. So this is our ego, and this is our super ego. Oh, the contrary, opposite. Okay, this is our super ego, sorry, and this is our ego. What are the characteristics? Our ego is that one that desires to do things and sometimes desires to be dominated, okay, interactive. And our superego accumulates our conditionings, our customs, traditions, and we know that it maybe like useful tradition, and it might be like not so useful, or maybe some habits, bad habits or good habits. This all is gathered on this area of superego. And our desires are gathered on our ego part, okay? When we have too much activities here, our brain starts becoming a little bit crazy. It's not so easy to calm down, to soothe down our thoughts, our temptations, and so on. And this is the main difficulty for all, I think, for all humanity of today, of our modern human beings, how to soothe down our brain activity. Today we will know how to do it. Today we will try to experience this, and what we will obtain when our brain soothes down. Maybe many people think, but brain and our intellect is the main. This is our host, but it's not so. Our main treasure is our spirit and our heart. When our heart is connected with our brain, so in this way, it's a perfect union of our spirit and our intellect. And in Sahaja Yoga, we try to experience this really. So let's start. Let's continue. And to continue, let's remember how to raise our Kundalini because it will help us to guide us during our experience of today. Okay, so if you don't remember exactly how to raise our Kundalini, you can look at the picture. We will rise up our Kundalini 3 times, and after every time, we make a knot above our head. Okay, let's start. We'll rise our Kundalini the first time, and we will make a first knot. Then we will rise the Kundalini the second time, and we'll make 2 knots. And after that, we will do it the third time, and we will finish it with 3 knots. After that, we make a banding, the protection from the left side to right one, and coming back. And in this way, we will accompany and protect every chakra that we have 7 knots. Very nice. Let's see. The secret of our perfect union between our heart, our spirit, and our intellect is a liberation of our intellect from our thoughts, which is the key for it. It's forgiveness. And let's imagine the forgiveness of a mother that forgives her child for every mistake, even it's small or it's big, doesn't matter for her. And her love is so great that it forgives all. Right. So forgiveness is our weapon against our ill intellect, so to say. It gives us a freedom from the chains of our thoughts that sometimes keep us like in a jail. Okay, and in order to be free, we just must learn how to forgive. Actually, it's a simple. You just have to believe that you forgive. Okay, let's continue. So when we manage to forgive everything, any problem, we forgive our mistakes sometimes, we forgive every person, we forgive our relatives or unknown people or any situation. If we forgive, what happens? Our Agnya chakra relaxes and Kundalini can rise through Agnya chakra, through this very difficult small device center. Okay, this is William Blake's picture. William Blake is a British, ancient British painter, and this is his vision about the paradise and our world. Okay, and you see, it's perfectly shows us the Kundalini like a big scale that is in a spiral form, and maybe you have heard already that exactly our Kundalini moves in a spiral movements. Okay, and he painted here that human souls go up and down to the sun, where is the paradise, or we can compare where is our Sahasrara, or they go down to the base, yes, where is the mundane world, or our earth, our material world, and this is very metaphoric picture. Everyone can find something very intimate, very individual in this picture. But this is that happens when we forgive. Our Kundalini freely comes to Sahasrara. This is the goal, okay? To liberate ourselves from our thoughts and to feel completely the love of our spirit. And this is I think, the main why we look for Sahaja Yoga, because it teaches us how to love really. What I will offer to all of us. Let's listen to Srimata's speech about Agnya Chakra, where she explains about our ego and superego. And I just will mention that she uses some Sanskrit terms, ham, ksham, how to treat our ego and superego, and you will be able to know more about it. Maybe the next sessions, yes, because as I have told, this question about Agni is very complex. Let's enjoy Sri Mataji's words, and then we will continue our meditation.
Now, one thing is there obstructing Sahasrara is the movement of your Agnya into thoughts. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that stops your entry into Sahaja. Thoughts are coming all the time. Because a human being is born who reacts to everything. React to this and react to that, and the thoughts come in and thoughts go. There's a big crowd of thoughts. Because of that, your attention cannot cross over Agnya and can reside in the Sahasrara. So first of all, one should see what sort of thoughts are coming. You have to condemn yourself sometimes. You have to say, what nonsense, what have I been doing? What's the matter with me? How could I do all that? Once you start doing that, these thoughts will start disappearing. These thoughts are coming from two angles, one from the ego and another from your conditionings. And these are so much built up within you that they don't allow your Agnya to be crossed. That's why we have two bija mantras of Ham Ksham. First one is, when it is conditioning, you are endowed with this kind of a fear. I shouldn't do like this, I shouldn't do like that, is not allowed, that is not allowed. That's the conditioning part of it. Conditioning can be of many types. But the ego part of it is that I must overpower everybody, I must get this, I must be able to rule everyone. These two things are there in the mind, which are all the time crossing. So it's important that we should go into thoughtless awareness. And that thoughtless awareness is the real way that your Sahasrara can be nourished by the Kundalini. Because Kundalini cannot go through, cannot pass through. And for that, as I said, there are two Bija mantras. One is Ham, another Ksham. So if you are conditioned, you are frightened, you are afraid, and you had ideas about yourself. These days, the way people are describing, they'll say, I'm an extrovert. Somebody will say, I'm an introvert. Somebody will say, I'm hippie, I'm that. All kinds of things they can have attributed to themselves. But these ideas are all coming from outside. They are not from inside. To get to the inner side of yourself, to the subtler side of your being, you must allow the Kundalini to go through the Agnya. To cross the Agnya is a very important thing in modern times. And for that, you have to meditate. If you can meditate with complete faith in yourself, this Agnya can be opened up with surrendering to the Divine. You have to surrender yourself to the Divine. And when this Agnya opens, you'll be amazed. Your Sahasrara is just waiting to transfer, to give you all the help that you need through the all-pervading power. Your connection of Sahasrara with the all-pervading power is established. And by that, you will be amazed how all these 7 chakras work for you. How they help you. How they try to give you whatever is the real knowledge about everything. This real knowledge that you get is very joy-giving. You can see this real knowledge in everything. You don't have to start reading any book about it. In every situation and in every person, in every flower, in every natural happening, you see clearly the hand of the Divine. Once you see the hand of the Divine, your ego starts disappearing. Once you say that it's you do everything. Kabira has said something great about this. He said that when the goat is alive, it goes on saying, I am, I am. But when it is slaughtered and its intestines are made into strings which are used for cleaning the cotton, then it said, tu hi, you are. See, in this symbolic way, they have suggested that you have to become dissolved into this divine power. It's the divine power that does everything. What am I? I was just a drop, and I fell into this ocean of awareness of the divine power. And that is taking over and working it out. That will help you a lot to be a great surgeon. You develop curing powers, but still you are not proud of it. You developed, of course, awakening powers, you are not proud of it. You develop so many creative powers, and you are not proud of it. You become really very, very creative, extremely creative. But the greatest thing happened to you that you become a global personality. So you start seeing the problem of every country, of every other nation where they have problems. But these problems, when you see, you don't see like other people, because others may like to use it for their own purpose, maybe for media, maybe for something. What you want to see is that these problems are solved. See, your powers are so great with this kind of a mind, I would say, which is dominated completely by the divine power, that whatever disturbs you immediately is taken over and it starts working out. Many problems have been solved by surgery. And also they can be solved on a very universal level. If you are a global person, then what happens is that you become a sort of a vehicle, or you can become like a channel for this divine power to act, because you are purely a global personality. Not attached to this, attached to that, but a pure Sahaja personality, which can be used by this divine power very easily. For that, as I told in the afternoon also, that we have to be careful about few things that we have. Firstly, anger. Anger is the worst thing that we have. Angry for what? There are people who talk like this. I was very angry. They're proud of their anger. Anger is a sign of complete stupidity, absolute stupidity. There's no need to get angry with anyone, because by anger you don't solve the problem. With anger you spoil yourself. With anger you ruin your own nature. With anger you really spoil the whole situation. So no use having any anger about anything. But if anything happens that angers you, you should settle down and see for yourself, why is it wrong? Why is it disturbing you? Your seeing itself will help this problem to be solved. You must first of all realize that you are a special personality, that your Sahasrara has been opened out to this all divine power, as if you are entered into the realm of divinity. You are great guests in that great court of divine domain. You are not an ordinary person. And so once you understand why you have Sahaja and why you have got realization, is that there's something special. But that should not give you any ego. It's not for ego that you have to have this, but it's for understanding that you have to play into the hands of the divine. This play is something I could explain like this, that if you are supposing an artist, then in the hand of the artist is the brush, and the brush never thinks that it is doing anything. It's the artist who is doing everything. In the same way, when you are one with the divine power, you just feel, I am not doing anything. It's the artist who is doing. It's the artist who is managing. And who is the artist? Is this divine power which loves you, which cares for you, which looks after you, which absolutely is identified with you.
Beautiful words of Shri Mataji, that we may become like a flute in the hands of divine power of love. So let's try to liberate our Agnya from our thoughts. As you have heard, Shri Mataji told that anger is our enemy too, yes, and it blocks our Agnya. If we feel anger, our Agnya closes, and for Kundalini it's impossible to rise. And the real weapon, as we have told earlier, is to forgive. We should study, forgive everything totally, and ourselves also. The forgiveness is our weapon. So how to clean our Agnya? We need to put our palm of the right hand, right palm, on our forehead, and here sincerely we should say, speaking to our inner mother, or speaking to the all-pervading power of love, Mother, I forgive. I forgive all the people I forgive everybody, and I forgive myself. Let's try to feel this forgiveness. Let's just feel the forgiveness that melts any thoughts, any anger, everything. And let's try to say two Sanskrit words that helps us to smooth down our ego and superego. Kham, ksham. Let's say sometimes kham, ksham, kham, ksham. Just let's keep our attention on the top of our head. And say to ourselves, everybody to himself, I forgive my thoughts, I forgive myself, and I forgive everything. We can put down our right hand. Let's keep both our palms on our knees and let's listen to the music and keep our attention on the top of our head. If we feel some thoughts, let's just observe them and forgive. Let's stay a little bit more with our attention on the top of our head. Let's say to ourselves inside, I am not these thoughts, I am not this ego, and I am not this superego. I am not that conditions. I am not the anger. I am a spirit. I am a pure love. I am a pure love. Oh Mother, please connect me with the supreme source of love. I am not this mind and these thoughts. I am love. I am innocence. And I am forgiveness. I forgive everyone and everything. Let's put our right hand above our top of our heads, above our Sahasrara. In a distance, just to feel a cool breeze from our heart. And let's say again, I am a spirit. I am pure love. I'm sure you feel cool vibrations now. We can slowly open our eyes and let's look a bit on the forehead of Shima. There is so much light. If you practice your home meditation with Shamatata's photo, if you wish to relax your Agnya, it's just enough to watch this chakra of Srimataji. Hold forehead, in the center of the forehead. When we look for a while, our thoughts stop. I hope everybody had a nice meditation. We can make namaste, this just respect to our spirit and to all of you.